Hi everyone, my name's Andy Robertshaw. Today I'm going to go through Daily Killers Who Doku puzzle number 31566. That's 31566. Today is Tuesday the 4th of June 2026. This is what today's level 10 standard puzzle. Let's go. So I've got a 4 there, which is 1 and 3. I've got two 15 cages, so one of those must be 6 and 7, the other must be 8 and 9. So that only leaves 4 and 5 for that 9 cage, and 2 is the only number not in that column, so a 4 must go with it. I've got 18 plus 18 plus 4, that's 40. So this plus this must be 5 to make up the column. And as I've got a 4 there, they must be 3 and 2. But I've got 3 in that box already, so I must have 2 there and 3 there. I've got a 7 here, but not 2, 5, not 4, 3. My 7 must be 1 and 6. And for the 8 cage there, with what I've already got in, I'm only left with 3 and 5. Okay, I've got a 7 cage here. Let's consider all the options. So 1 and 6 could go either way round. 2 and 5, I've got a 2 there, but I could have 5 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And 3, 4. Well, I've got 3 and 4 there, but I could have them the other way round. 3 at the top. No, I couldn't, could I? I've got a 4 there as well, so 3 and 4 is not an option. So 1, 6 or 2, 5 with a 5 on the top. So I've got a 10 cage there. In fact, we can probably narrow this one down a bit. I've got 1 there, so 1 and 9 would have to be that way round. I've got 2s in both of those, so it's not 2 and 8. 3 and 7, I've got 3 there, so 3 on the bottom, 7 on the top. And for 4, 6, I've got 4 there, so I'd have to have 4 on the top, 6 on the bottom. Right. I must have a 1 in one of these 18 cages. That 18 cage is going to be 189. So one of them is 189. The other one is 5, 6, 7. Now that puts us in an interesting position. If that cage is 189, I need the 1 there, because I've got 1 there. If this one is 5, 6, 7, I need the 5 there, because I've got a 5 in this box already. So I'd have 1 and 5 between those two. I'd have 3 there, only left with 6 there. I've got nothing left to go there. So I can't have 1 and 5 there between those two because I run out of options between those. So in fact, I do know that this 18 cage is 5, 6, 7 and this one is 189. Can I eliminate any more from that? It's not obvious at this stage. Let's do the rest of this middle row. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, 8 and 9 between those remaining 3 cells. So I've got a 28 cage there, I've got a 2 in it already. Got a 6 there. So 2 and 4 could go either way round, but I've got 1 there. So if it's 1 and 5, they've got to go that way round. So I'm just trying to look for low-hanging fruit still. I've got 4 rows minus 2 cells there, 176. So 4 times 45 is 180. 176 is 4 less than that. So that plus that equals 4. So it must be 1 and 3. But I've got a 1 there already, so 3 there and a 1 there. So this 25 cage must be 1, 7, 8, 9. I can't have a 1 there, or the 6 that would have gone with it. Can't have a 1 there. The only place I've got for a 1 in this box is that one. So 1 and 9 like that. So no 9 there, no 6 that would have gone with it. I'm running a bit out of options here. I know I've got a 4 as one of those. In fact, let's look at this a bit further. I've got 4 there, and the other 3 add up to 22. So it must have a 9 in it. It must be one of those. So with 6 and 7, or with 5 and 8, well, let's just put them in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. I've got a 1 in that column, so I must have 2 and 5 there, and 3 and 5. So got 5 there. That's going to be a 6 then. So one of those is a 5. I don't have a 5 in this one. So if I had a 5 there, I'd need an 8 there, because I'm guaranteed 4 and 9 for 13. So the other 30, so 4, 9, 2 is 15. I've got one of those is a pair that add up to 13. So not 5 there means not 8 there. Right. What can I have in this box? I've got 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 3, 4, 6. Plus I've got a 3 in that row already. So 2, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6 between those. What can I have here? So I need 13 between those two, but I can't have a 6. I've got a 6 in that 7 cage, so I can't have 7 that would have gone with the 6. But 8, 9 with 5 or 4 respectively. In fact, why didn't I do this earlier? I've got 2 columns there with just 1 missing one. They add up to 84. So this must be 6 to make it up to 90, and 1 there. And in fact, that 6 cage is 2, 4 straight away. So this 10 cage hasn't got a 1, 2 or 4 in it. It only leaves 3 and 7. But I've got a 3 there already. So that must be the 7. And that's the 3 that would have gone with it. So not 7 there, not the 8 that would go with the 7. So what am I left with in this row now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. But not 6 there. So 2, 4, 8, 9. Okay. So can I do anything with this 26 cage? So I know I've got 4 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. So I'm left with 6, 7 and 8. I've got 2 of those. So that's something between 13 and 15. Add it on to 3, I'm somewhere between 16 and 18. So I must be somewhere between 8 and 10 between those without using a 3. Well, let's try all the options. If I've got 6, 7 there, I need 10 there without using 3, 6 or 7. So I could have 1, 9 or 2, 8. 1, 9, 2, 8. If I've got 6 and 8 there, that's 17. So need 9 to make it up to 26. Can't be 3, 6 or 1, 8. Could have 2, 7. Or 5 and 4 would have to go that way round because of this 5. If I've got 7, 8, that's 15 and 3 is 18. I need 8 there without using 3 or 7. So it'd have to be 2 and 6. Okay, still got lots of options there. No number 5 could go. Oh yeah, there is number 5 in that one. Right, I've not quite got the full complement, but I've got most of it. Let's have a look now at the bottom 2 rows. I've got all these that add up to 72. So these 3 add up to 18. I can do the same on the top, see if that's any help. 74. So that's 16 less than 90. So they add up to 16. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's at all helpful yet. Right. Let's have a look at this set. I've got a total of 86 there. So 86 is 4 less than 90. So these 2 minus this one must be 4. That would make up my total of 90 for those 2 columns. Yeah, again, something to remember. Not sure how helpful at this stage. So what can I have here? If I've got 4, 9 there, I've got 2 there, 8 there, need a 5 there. If I've got 5, 8, I've got 2, 4, 9, 2, 4, 9. Right. Okay, well, I'll put my 2, 4 and 9 all in there. Again, that's more options than I was hoping for. But not to worry. So one of those two is a 3. Is that any help? Yeah, don't know. So let's fill in the rest of this column. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So 5, 6 and 8, 9 between those last four. I've got a 9 as one of those, so I don't have a 9 there. Yeah, let's see. Right. I've got a 5 in that column, so I don't want a 5 there. So just looking around, see if there's anything that's there. Let's have a look at this 17 cage. So 2 there would give me a total of 15, which could be 6, 9 or 7, 8. 4 for a total of 13, which is 5, 8 or 6, 7, but not 4, 9 because I've got the 4 there. 6 will give me a total of 11, not 5, 6, not 3, 8, not 2, 9. So that's 4 and 7. So nothing less than 4 between those two. I feel like I'm running out of places to put a 1 in that row now. If I got a 1 there, I'd have to have 8 and 9 with it. Yes, that's still possible. Or is it? If I got a 1 there, I'd have to have 1, 8, 9 between those three. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Need the 5 in that one then. So 5, 4, 8. So 5 and 4 there. Sorry, 5 and 8 there. No, not 5 and 8 there. So if I got 1, 8, 9 in this 18 cage, 1, 8 and 9 between those. So 4, 5, 6, 7 between those four. But I need the 5, nowhere else for a 5, so I need a 5 there and a total of 12. I can't have my total of 12 there because I've already got an 8 in the row there, so I can't have a 1. The point I'm making, I can't have a 1 inside that 18 cage. Right, so my 1 must be here or here in one of those two cells in this row. But I must have a 1. In fact, I could have told you straight away I could have had a 1, need to have a 1 in that 15 cage. Because without the 1, the lowest I've got is 2, 4, 5, 6. And 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 is 17. That's too much. So in fact, I need a 1 there. I need a 2 there as well. The least I could have is 1, 4, 5, 6, which is 16 without the 2. So 1 and 2 must both go in that 15 cage, along with something to make up 12 more, but not using the 3. So 4, 8 or 5, 7. Right. So I've got 1 and 2 in there. So I've got 1, 2, 5, 8. Sorry, it's a total of 12. 1, 2, 4, 8, or 1, 2. Yeah, sorry, ignore that. If I add this lot up, that's 55. So this one and these two are 10 more than that. So that plus those two are 13. Yeah, so 55 there, 10 more than 45. And I can include the 3 in that. So 58, 13 more than 45. So that plus those 2 are 13. In fact, I've got at most 9, 8 there. So at least 5 there. At most 8 there. So that's not a 9. So that means my 9 in this row must be one of those 2. So this one isn't a 9. So that 15 kg is 7 and 8. And this one is 6 and 9. Right. So if I've got 8 there, I need a total of 5 there, which will be 2 and 3. And 8 and 9 there. And a total of 10 there, which must be 4 and 6. So 8, 4, 6, 9. So I'm left with 5, 7 and 8 there. So it has to be 5 and 7 there. Okay, that's doable. 4 there, total of 9 there and 13 there. So 4, 5, 5, 8. That doesn't work, does it? So that plus that being 13. So 4 there means 9 there, and a total of 13 there, which would be 5 and 8. So what happens if we've got 5 and 8 there? I need 14 there with 4 there, which is 5, 9 or 6, 8. That consumes both options. So I can't have a 4 there. What about a 2 there? So I've got 11 there, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay, let's put them in. So 2 with 7, 9, and 8, did I say that was with 4, 6? So 8, total of 5 there. I've got 8, 9 there. Yeah, so 7, 9 or 4, 6. So 6s and 9s, I've got 1 there and 1 there. So not 6 or 9 there, not 6 or 9 here. Right, so let's take stock again of this 17 kg. So 2 and 15, 7, 8. 4 and 13, 5, 8. And 6, I want 11 there. 4, 7. I can't have that. If I've got 4, 7 there, I've got 6, 9 there, I want a 3 there. So the 6 is not a possibility there. So let's have a look again. So 2, 7, 8. Or 4, 5, 8. So no 4 there. And in fact, I know I've got an 8 as one of those 2. So that's not an 8, that's a 1. Right. So what? So 6 or 9 there. So these 2, this one and the other one of those then, without using 6, 9, 4, 5, 7, 8. But I can't have a 5 there, I've got to have 4, 7, 8. So my 5 is one of those. The only option we then have is 5, 8 there and a 4 there. So no 4 there. 5 and 8's gone. So 5 and 8 can go from this one as well. Right. So let's have a look at this once again. So that plus those 2 are 13. So 2 total of 11 will give me 5 and 6 there. Or 8 and 5 will give me 8, 9. So 5, 6 or 8, 9. But my total of 5 there would have to be 2 and 3, and they'd have to go this way round, because I've got a 1 there and a 3 there. So that's my only total of 5. A total of 11 with 2 there. I can't have 5, 6. I can't have 8, 3. So I can't have 4, 7. So I'm left with 2 and 9. So the 2, 9 either way round. I can't see any reason why it can't be either way round. But I know I've got a 2 there now, so I don't want a 2 in this one. So I've taken a lot out of this, the options for this 26 kg. Let's come back to that then. So 6, 7 there, that's 6, 7, 3 for 16. 1, 9. 6, 8. Sorry, 1, 9 or 4. No, not 4, 6, because I've got a 6 there. So 6, 8, 3, that's 17. I need 9 there. I don't have a total of 9 there. So I can't have 6 and 8. Need the 7 there. So let's get rid of the 7 from that one. 7, 8. So 3, 7, 8 is 18. I want a total of 8 there. The only way I can do that is 1 and 7, but I can't have the 7 twice. So the only option that works there is 6 and 7. So 3 plus 6 plus 7 is 16. I've got to have 1 and 9 here. So those two are 1 and 9. So 2 and 3 there. 8 and 9 there. So that plus that was 13. So that's an 8. And 4, 6 there. And 7 there. So what are these two now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 10, 17, 2 more for 19. So 4 can go from that as well. Right, so I've got 6 in that row as well now. So 7 there, 8 there, 7 there, they can go. I've got an 8 in that box, so 9 and 8 and 6 and 9. What can I have here? So that's 14. That's another 14 without using an 8. So it's 5 and 9. So I've got to have 9 there and 5 there. So I've got a 5 in that column, so 8 and 5 that way round, not 8 there. So let's get rid of some of these. Can't have an 8 in there. Can't have a 4 in there. 1, 2, 5, 7 to make 15. I've got a 1 there, so 2, 5. I've got a 2 there as well, so 5 and 7 I got there. 1 and 2 there. So with 5, 7 there, that's not a 7. 6 and 7 that way round. And I've got an 8 there, so 9, 8 that way round. I've got a 5 in that row, so 4 and 5 that way round. Okay, let's look at this column now. So I've got a 9, in fact, already there. So 1 and 9 that way round. 3, 4, 6, 8. I must have an 8 in there. And 2 of 3, 4 and 6. So 8, 3, 4, I want another 4 there. So if I've got 6 there, I've got 8, 3, 4 for 15, I want another 4 there. Can't have 6 there, must have 4 there. So I've got 8, 3, 6, which is 17, so that's a 2. Okay, so 5 and 9, not 5 there. So 6 will go with 1 and 3 there. I've got, in fact, I can't have that. I've got 1 and 3 both there, so I can't have 1 or 3 there. So I can't have 6 there, so I've got to have 3 and 6 that way round. Total of 7 there, not 3, 4, not 5, 2. So that's going to be 1 and 6. But with 1 there, I need 6 there and 1 there. So that's not a 6, that's 5 and 6. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 8 to make up that row, but not 3 there. Not 8 in that one. In fact, the most I could have there is 12, so I can't have the 2 there. It leaves with a 2 in this one and a 4 there. So no 4 there. So I've got an 8 in this box. So I've got 9 there and 4 there. So that's 5. Total of 10 there must be 8 and 2. 8 and 2, right. So no 8s there, so 6. I've got a 9 there, so 6, 5 is a total of 11. 11 there, not 6, 5, not 2, 9. So not 3, 8 either. So 4 and 7 for my total 11 there. So not a 7 there, this is a 7. I've got an 8 now in that row, so 3... I'm sorry, that's 3 and 8, like that. I've got an 8 there now, so 4 and 8 and 7 and 4. So I've got 1, 3, 7, 9. I've got 3 and 9 there. So 3 and 9 must be these two. But I've got 9 there. So 3 and 9 that way round. 1 and 7, but with 7 there. So 1, 7. So that's a 3. That's a 1. So I've got a 6 in that column. So 4 and 6 that way round. 2 there. So 1 and 2 that way round. And hopefully this is it now. I've got a 5 in that column. So that's a 7 and that's a 5. Oh no, not quite, got these to do. So 9 in that row, got 8 there, got 9 there. That is it now. So I hope you found that helpful. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.